guys, I think what I'm going to do here is instead of, I've gotten a lot of suggestions from people, I should add suspension to the front end. I've gotten a suggestion where I should extend the rear end out more to keep that from happening. But the thing is I don't want to be cutting this thing apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the tire, the caliper, the sprocket, and I'm going to turn this. I'm going to take this axle. This is a 32-inch, 1-inch axle. Luckily, when I first started setting up the rear end, I used all 1-inch stuff and pretty universal things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 1-inch axle and I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to turn this into a quad. I'm going to put 4 tires on there, and they're still going to be shorter together, where the front end's still going to be wider than the rear end, but it should give me a lot more stability. I don't know if I'm going to add any extensions out on this to compensate for this area, but we'll see how this works, and I'm pretty sure this is going to solve all the problems doing this, even though it's no longer going to be a reverse trike. But I'd much rather have something that's stable and something that works than something that I have to always, calculate whether or not I'm going too fast to make a corner or whatever. Don't want that crap going on. So another thing that I'm thinking about doing is this area right here, because I've been thinking about putting pegs, for the kids when they drive it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these. These came off of a riding lawnmower, and they've got slots in them where I can put bars, or maybe I'll just weld it, I don't know, I'll fabricate something up, and then I'll be putting these on the outside like that. Probably do something like that, and then be able to paint them. Yeah, I might do that, don't know yet. So in essence, it started out as being a reverse trike, and now it's going to turn into a homemade four-wheeler. And another thing is because of the steering is so responsive, and when I've been driving this, before I had this set up, I had to put my hand closer to the center here and operate the brake and steer it while my hand was controlling the throttle. Well, in doing that, I realized when it came to higher speeds, the slightest little bump would cause my steering to, it was hard to steer because my hand was so close to the focal point. When my hand's way out here, that's different. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this setup on there instead of switching over to the Odyssey steering wheel, because that's really close together, and I just don't feel safe driving it with my hands really close together like that. So I'll probably end up leaving this on there. So the Odyssey steering wheel will be going on something else, because I really want to use that thing because I think it's really cool. So yeah, so I'll probably leave it as is. Don't really. It's the safest and it's more stable with a wider steering wheel, steering than having my hands real close together. So I'll have to use that Odyssey steering wheel on something else. So let's start tearing this thing apart. Alright guys, there we go. Took off the well, actually I didn't take anything off. The only thing that's missing is the axle. Right there. The 14-inch axle that I bought from BMI Karts, Rubber Horse Manufacturing. But I've also got a stock load of axles here, so this 1-inch axle that I have on here now is a 32-inch, 1-inch thick keyed axle all the way down. Keyway goes all the way down it, and that's another part that I got from BMI Karts, and yeah, so what I did, I pretty much did the same thing with everything as I did on the other rear end. I put spacers there. I got steel spacer right there. That's not the axle. I got steel spacer right there. I got a steel spacer right there. This one, oh god, I can't remember what the dimensions were. This one I think is, well, I'll have to get back to you guys on that. I'll measure it and then put it in the description below this video. I took the brake caliper and I reversed it. The spacer that I did have for the brake caliper that was in between the pillow block bearing, the only thing that I did here, the only thing that I reversed was this pillow block bearing, because the flange of the bearing stuck out on this side, and then I had that spacer, and then I had this rotated and it was on that. So what I did here is I just took the pillow block bearing, reversed it, put that same spacer in between here, so that way this is all adjusted right. Kept the sprockets and everything all the same. All I pretty much did was swap out axles and put an extra tire on, and that was it. So that's pretty much it. Chain's a little tight though. I don't understand what happened there. Didn't do any change of adjustments. But it gets more loose when I sit on it, but still, as it is now, just pushing it around, it's just really damn tight, and I don't like that. So I'll probably either have to adjust it down there, and I can't adjust it down here because this is pulled all the way forward as far as you know, these pillow block bearings are pulled as far forward as it can be. Yeah. This thing is this connection hose up to the front master cylinder is virtually as tight as I can get it. You know, I mean, I don't like it tight, but it's a little loose, but it'll give me some leeway to put some bands on it and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then all I got to do is, I don't know if I'll most likely put the fender back over it, and then build off some fenders for this off of the rear end. I don't know yet. I just don't like the idea of driving this thing down the road and having water fly up and get my arms all wet and all that crap. I hate that. I found that out with Allie's cart, the A cart. Right there. Those tires whenever we turn just get wet as hell. But you can see that the rear end is all taken off of the A cart, so I'm redoing that. But yeah, so there we go. Converted over to a quad, and tomorrow I'll be taking it out and driving it around and stuff, and doing a little bit of video for you guys. So yep. So other than that, the only difference between this and the reverse trike is that this has got a 32-inch axle and another tire, and that's it. Other than that, the parts are all the exact same. And yeah. So there we go, guys. Switch it over to a quad. Now I'm gonna have to go back through all my videos and redo them all as either a reverse trike or a quad. I don't know, but oh well. Either that or just leave them as is. This could still be, it could still be a quad. It could still be a trike. It's just the engine would have to be moved farther forward and some more weight up front. I mean, what I haven't done here yet is I plan on making some, you know, for these little areas where your feet sit right here, is I'm going to be putting in some little holders for those two battery banks right there, because I want to put lights on this thing so I can drive it at night. So yeah, those two battery banks right there. There's 12 volt 7 amp hour batteries. Got 4 of them. So that's what I want to do on this. Put some lights on it and everything. So yep, looks pretty neat. I like it. So alright, now tomorrow I'm going to be having some fun with it. See how well this thing works. I have a pretty good idea it's going to work really well, because I was just sitting on it and I was trying to tip it and God, I couldn't do it. So I had to grab, the only way I could lift it up was grab the bar, grab the frame, and literally lift with both legs on one side to try to tip it. So this should be way stable, especially with a wide ass front end like that. So okay, so there we go, you guys. That's what I did. Converted over to being a quad. Probably could have kept it as a reverse trike if I would have extended out the rear end, extended it out, and that sort of thing. But I didn't want to do that because I don't want to hack anything apart, because I've already got videos of its, of its build, and you don't want to go, 3/4 of the way through the build and then say, oh, I got to change something, and then hack pieces out of what has already been done. Because somebody else might be watching this and building the thing up and come to realize, oh, wait a second, this way, by doing it this way, all you do is just change the axle and get an extra tire. So this is the lesser of the two evils. So yeah. Okay, well, you guys take it easy. I'm going to take this thing out tomorrow and play around with it. That's about it. So comment, tell me what you guys think of doing this. I can't believe how many people out there thought that the training wheel thing was real. Do you guys actually think I was going to put damn training wheels on this stuff? Duct taped it to the rear end? Can't believe people actually thought that was real. I was going to do that. But anyways, I'm playing around with a few new ideas. I've got an idea for a few different things, but on my channel, on my T-Man's Go-Karts channel, I have a moderator or a voting thing that's set up through Google Moderator on my channel, T-Man's Go-Karts. So if you want to swing on over there and check that out, you can post a comment down in the comment section, in the discussion section, or you can throw out an idea on something you might think would be kind of neat for me to build, or any ideas of anything that I could build, and other people will be able to vote on it to see if it would be a legitimate idea. So go on over there to my channel and check that out. If you got an idea, go ahead and post it. See how many other people might think that's kind of neat. So, alright, you guys take it easy. Bye-bye.